Hello and welcome, I'm DDF Racer, and today I'm going to give the Porsche Cup car another go in iRacing. My first ever race in this Porsche a few weeks ago at the Circuit of the Americas kind of left me with more questions than answers, because I just never really got to grips with the thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed driving it at COTA, and it felt incredibly satisfying once it just clicked, and I could get some consistent laps in without spinning all over the place. But I couldn't really give you a proper opinion on it, as it felt like there was still a lot of pace to be unlocked, as I just wasn't getting the most out of the car. I was too hesitant on the brakes, not super committed with my mid-corner speeds, and was genuinely terrified of the rear of the car breaking loose all the time. So I just didn't really feel like I could push as hard as the car could be pushed. Since then, I've had some time to reflect, take on board your advice from the comments, and practice. So I think I understand the iRacing Porsche a little better now, which is good because this week sees the schedule move on to one of my favourite circuits, Interlagos. I did a skippy race here last season in iRacing, which was a bit of a rollercoaster ride. Link on top of the screen right now. So hopefully today I can put into action everything that I think I've learned and really see what this Porsche is all about. Hope you guys enjoy.
Session B11.
Okay, there we go. You heard it from Mr. Spotter. We are starting in 11th place today, which is quite surprising because I'm car number 21 out of 23. This is a very high strength of field race, probably the highest that I've been. I think it's up near 3,000 or something. And yeah, I'm still getting to grips with this car. I'm still not 100% confident. I'm quite terrified of starting this high up the grid. But there's no point being terrified. All you got to do is press grid. Give it your best shot, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, here we go, guys.
17 laps. The air temp is 25 Celsius. All right, Dan, get ready. Go!
Ah, bogged it down. Clear on the left, though. Don't outbrake yourself into turn one.
Right side, clear to the right, right side, on your left, clear to the left, right side, clear right.
Woo!
Right, clear to the right.
Okay, there's two freebies. There was someone trying to poke the nose at the inside on the first corner left. I had to get a little bit defensive there. I wasn't letting him through. I think we've maintained our position. Okay, early on the brakes, cold tires again. Oh, more freebies. Go left, go left, go left. I haven't got the overlap on this guy. Two cars down the road. He's going quite slowly through Ferragora, I believe it's called. And quite defensive as well. Old mate behind wants to get past in a hurry. I think that's the same guy from the first corner. Rich Minkler. Now, I'm a lot more conscious of my roll through the corners in this car. A lot of you said to be a lot smoother and decisive on my inputs. So instead of like slamming on the brakes and then giving it a dab of throttle to kind of correct it, just let the car roll more instead. So I'm doing that. I'm a lot more conscious of being decisive. So that's the first lap over. Whoa, 17 laps at Interlagos today. We've got some company behind. We've fallen back to the guy ahead a bit. Nice and easy into turn one, still cold brakes.
Okay, Dan, there were chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. P8.
Up to 8, straight line that braking. So easy to get a little bit too much power through Curva do Sol here. Either get an off track on the outside or loop it. Two guys up ahead going for it. Don't get caught into that. Let it roll. Yeah, guy behind is looking quite aggressive. I think he's faster than me. If he goes for it, I'm not going to fight it too much because we are getting a bit of a train here. Old mate up ahead is super defensive. Oh. I thought he was going to turn in on me then.
Far left.
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. There's another freebie. Zachary is a bit of a blinker. Let it rotate, then put the power down. Cool. If we can stick with him through the final corner. We can get a run on him. Wow! He's blinking all over the place. Let it rotate, get the run. And that's 2 laps done here at Interlagos. This is pretty feisty so far. Stay out of trouble, Dan. Stay out of trouble. Let everyone else die around you. It seems to have worked so far. Oh, we've got one hell of a train. We are the slow guy.
P7, you've just done a 137.38. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 1.3 off the pace. You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 3.
I wasn't really blocking it then. I was just kind of doing a JB walk towards the apex kind of situation. But he wants to get past.
Left side. Still there.
Come on, mate.
On your left. Still there.
Oh, no, don't touch me like that. Come on. There's not an overlap. I gave you plenty of room. Plenty of room. Everyone seems to be getting stuck into me today. Well, not one say everyone, just this lap at least anyway. So that's 2x. 2 1x contacts, of which I was definitely not at fault. But checking the replay, it'll probably definitely be me at fault, I'd say. Because that's the way it always is. At the heat of the moment, I did nothing wrong. Look at the replay. Yeah, that was completely 100% me. So stay tuned until the end to see what that looks like. Oh, way too hot in then. Guy behind. It's got a monster run.
Still there.
Give him the space. Give him the space. We're getting shuffled back down the order again, but that's to be expected because we are car 21 and we're in 7th place.
Still there.
Let him have it.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
E9, this really isn't good enough. Come on, start concentrating.
Come on, Spotter. I'm doing all right, I think. These guys have got like nearly double the I rating I have. Back down to the 9th now. It's fair enough. That's where I expect.
Yellow flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
Oh, someone's off. Who's binned it? Nice and cautious. There's another freebie. It was 4th place. Back into 8th. Although 3-namer behind. We'll probably put paid to that soon, I'd say. 3-namers going to 3-name and be aggressive. I'm sure of it. Action-packed so far. Let's just stay with it. Very hazy Interlagos. Let it roll. Get the power down. I didn't even check to see what kind of lap times I'm doing yet because I haven't had a chance. I can't take my eyes off the road. There we go. That's the best I've taken that final corner. In qualifying it at a 36.2, I think. 36.3 or a 36.2.
The leader's just done it.
So this is going to put me
2.5.
quite a little bit off my pace. Oh, Han Manuel. Is he going to dive? I get the feeling he is.
8th place. Fastest lap. That last lap.
Oh, bit of a lockup for me there.
7.3.
Had to just kill the speed. Oh, old mate behind was very close then. He's definitely going to send it now.
All right, Dan. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No
Look at him. He's making his intentions very well known up there. No!
Clear left.
Ah! Three-namer's going to 3-name with the psychological punt. I thought he was going to dive, so I gave him the room. And you just can't break in the usual spots offline in these things. Rear tyres are going to be super hot now. We've lost a heap of spots. Damn it! Ah! He's probably feeling very happy with himself right now, that guy. Old mate behind. He's all over me in the braking zones.
fixed. It's now about 4.7 seconds.
Just easy while the car recovers the temperatures a bit. For once, I just want to drive a lap with someone right at my crack. Please, I just don't want any pressure. I just want to drive. Constantly on the defensive. So let's see whether we work out now what position we're in. Kevin, don't Kevin.
Left side. Clear left.
14th.
Don't, Kevin, I said no. Back down to 15th now. Oh, well, car number 21. Miracles were not to be expected today. My qualifying place was quite unexpected. This is kind of punching above my weight in quali. Let's see if we can catch up with the guys ahead, because we might get them on pace. It's only lap 6 of 17. And as you've seen so far, it is extremely easy to make mistakes in this thing. Right on cue. I still don't understand this car.
Catching. The gap's now 0.30.
I think it's a little bit less than that, Spotter. I think it's like 0.00.
Trindade is now leading.
I'm simultaneously locking the front and losing the rear under braking. It's very confusing. I'm trying to keep in mind all your advice. Brake in a straight line. No, Alberto. Please, no!
Left side. Clear left.
That lap was at 137.37. Come on down. Don't panic. We'll get him back.
You think so? I hope so. Yeah, trying to brake in a straight line, square off the corners, get the power down smoothly, but also in a straight line.
Yellow flag.
Why are you braking so early? I can't brake more than that. I'm gonna loop it, mate. Oh, 5X. If I'd have brake any harder than that, just then rear would have gone round for sure, or would have locked up and had even less braking power. That was a bit of a stupid move, Alberto. I can't react to that, mate. Didn't seem to cost him too much lap time. Cost me a heap of lap time though. We got Brent closing up behind us in the rather fabulous Max Eru livery. The guy who designed that, a guy called Bryce, South African dude, one of the best livery designers I've ever known, was actually my co-driver in my first ever online racing series, R Factor 2, the VLMC Virtual Le Mans Cup. Me and him, we never actually drove a race together because he pulled out before the first round, and I had to do the season almost solo. But yeah, great guy. Spent a lot of time chatting to him in the build-up and logging laps together on the practice service. I'm not sure if he races too much these days, but yeah, he's a hell of a livery designer. Got a hell of a beard as well, so shout out to Max Eru for that. Hopefully that livery doesn't get any closer in the mirrors. As nice as it is, I don't want to see much more of it today.
The guy behind's reading you in. The gap's now 1.2.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to hear, Spotter. We are losing pace with the guys ahead. The guy behind is kind of closing station as well. Oh, I think we got drama up ahead. Alberto's going to Alberto Kevin, who Kevin'd me. If Kevin can Kevin Alberto, then DDF's going to DDF and do the Moses. If that makes any sense, if you followed that. As long as nobody Jeremiah's, that's fine. Oh, too late on the apex there. That's going to kill the run all the way down the straight. Brent, only been 7/10 back. Yeah, this is the kind of race I was expecting today, to get shuffled down the order. We're now going to be approaching the start of lap 9 out of 17. Let's focus. Audio lap. Headphones on, volume up. Here we go.
That was a 137.26. Sector 2 is a second off the pace.
No! Not quite a quiet lap there, but it's good enough. It's good enough. I managed, what, 1 minute 20 of it instead of 1 minute 36 or 7 or whatever it is. Oh, it was so close to have been at the final corner. Brent is falling back a bit though.
Okay, Dan, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. That lap was a 137.31.
Well and truly stuck in the 37s. I need to get back into the 36s to try and just make this race a little bit safer. Quiet lap didn't have the desired effect. I was about 2/10 up until that final corner. Oh, I would dearly love a top 10. 5x as well. I think there's 25 incident points allowed in this race before you start getting disqualified. I don't want to get anywhere near 25, and to be honest, it would take quite an effort to get near 25. You'd have a lot of contact of tracks or loss of controls. Oh. Nope. Hot rear tyres. Short shift for better stability. Brent's getting closer.
Watch out.
Oh, I've missed that final apex a few times now. That's not good. I need to get a better drive onto the main straight. Much better drive. We've dropped the guys ahead by 6 seconds now. Yeah. I feel like a Haas driver, just constantly going backwards in the race.
The lap time was at 137.22. You're a second off the pace in sector 2.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a few more freebies, because there are a lot of cars in very close proximity up there going side by side. I would not be surprised to see some kind of contact. Oh, Brent's turned it on now. That mirror's a lot bigger than it used to be. Well, the car in the mirror is a lot bigger. The mirror's the same size. What are you on about? Oh, this is stressful. This is stressful stuff.
Yellow flag, caution.
Well, there's not quite a freebie. Didn't get the position. I don't think we will. Turn in early. Perfect. Apex, let it roll. Floor it. Don't hit the grass. Use that momentum. There's a freebie. That Alberto. No, was it Alberto? No, Emiliano. Or whatever it is. I can't really look at the names too much. I'm focusing. Emiliano it was. He was in 9th. He gives us a freebie. We're now up a position.
B13. That lap time was 1:36.79. Okay, Dan. Lap times are pretty consistent.
That's my fastest lap of the race. 1.6 off the pace, and Brent's got the run. Brent's got the run. Is he going to go for it? Please don't, Brent. Leave that lovely Max Aero livery in the mirror for now. Let it roll. Don't get the off track. That's probably as close as you can get without getting the off track. Alberto up ahead. Smoothly. I think I maybe got a bit of tyre wear. It's not gripping the same as it used to. Even though the delta's up, it just doesn't feel like it has the grip. Get the apex, let it roll, power down. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it. Scrub off the speed in a straight line. Turn it in nice and smooth. Load up the weight gently. Roll the car. Get on the power. Straight line out. Okay.
The lap time was 1:36.84.
Boy, a bit of curb on the inside. Brent's gone in the mirror. Brent's lost it. Brent looped it. Pressure's off from behind. Yes! Yes! Eyes forward. 13th position. Let's get 12th. Not by doing apexes like that, you won't, Dan. Alberto's only 1.8 up the road. It's doable. Lap 13 of 17. I want to move the brake bias forward, but that goes against all the advice everybody has told me. Because the fuel tank's in the front, the engine's at the rear. I need to use the weight at the rear to my advantage. Didn't lose too much time though, actually. Only a 10th or so down on my best so far. That was better. Currently running 46.5 brake bias at the rear. I'm going to put it... I need a bit more confidence in the rear. It's getting skatey. So I'm going to put it one click forward to 46.7. As we start lap 14 of 17.
That was 1:37.02.
Does make a huge difference. And maybe it's just a psychological thing, but that has put me 4 tenths up on my best so far. Confidence. It must just be confidence. Okay. Oh, this is such a stressful car to drive. It really is. Tuck it back in over the hill, wait for it to go light. Straight line brakes. Off the throttle, roll it in. Pick it up.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
Oh. I'm programmed to get excited when I see yellows. Oh, there's smoke in yellows. Watch on the rejoin.
On your left.
There's a freebie.
Still there. Still there. Clear to the left.
I thought he had damage. Give him all the space. We got someone coming in the pits. Jerry must have damage. Oh, there's two for... Oh, wipeout in the mirror, wipeout in the pit entry.
It's getting closer. The gap's come down to 1.5 seconds. P11, you've just done a 137.92.
Okay, we lost a bit of time then getting past old mate at the final corner. Oh, off track, 6x.
Okay, down, push now. We can catch up here.
I believe you. Got a guy ahead. It's for the top 10 now. Alberto's for the top 10. Oh. I might go for a second quiet lap next time around. See if I can close that gap. Give it everything I've got. It's so tantalizingly close again in this Porsche Cup race. Just like a code to the gap is like coming down at the end. No! Oh, stupid Apex. Why weren't you closer to me? Okay. Porsche Cup at Interlagos. iRacing. Penultimate lap, 16 of 17. DDF quiet time, incoming. Here we go. 2-in-1 race.
Okay, down. There's a car exit in the pits. Heads up. 2 to go. You've just done a 137.20. It's now 3.6. The track temp's increasing. It's now 28 Celsius. Is now 4.0.
Oh, I lost a bit of time in that final corner then, down a couple of tenths now. I don't think we're going to catch him, realistically. The only way we get in the top 10 is if someone drops out, but we're safe ahead and safe behind. There we go, white flag. White flag, although it is the last lap. You never know if anyone's going to bin it up ahead. Last lunge.
1 more lap to go. That lap time was 137.40.
Just think if I hadn't have spun it. If I hadn't have spun it, I'd be like 10 seconds up the road by now. Where would that put me on the relative? Couple of positions. Could be in 9th. Battling with Rich Minkler. Oh, silly off track. 7x. Only 17 instant points up there, but it says 25 on my overlay. I'll have to have a look at that. Went in the gear hot then in 5th. Silly mistake, but I don't think it's going to matter too much now, as long as I don't send it spinning into the scenery here. The rather sunny scenery. The haze and the mist is gone from earlier in the race. It's quite a nice day here in Interlagos now. Okay, 1 more corner. Should have probably kept it in 4th then. Okay, we navigated the final corner, barring a rather exceptional and extraordinary bin, a la Mark Webber or Fernando Alonso on the back straight here. I think we've done it. I think we've secured 11th. Somehow we only dropped 2 positions. Oh no, did we start 11th? I can't remember.
P11, that's it. We're done.
Spotter's not too happy with that, but I am absolutely thrilled because I was expecting to get shuffled way back down to like 18th, 19th or 20th or something. I think I actually maintained my position in that race. No, I did actually. I did because remember I got 3 spots on the first lap and I was up to 8. I think it's probably time to go and have a look at that replay, and I think it might be a bit of a long one today. There was certainly a lot of action. Whoa. So here we are on the grid getting ready to go, and you want to see a terrible start? There's a terrible start. More bog than a Portaloo warehouse. Heading down towards the first corner for the first time, we've got someone on our right and someone on our left, and old mate got us around the outside here, clean around, and look at this guy trying to try it in the Simicube livery. I'm like, nope, 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 not today, sunshine. We held him off for a while, but he would eventually get us back later in the race. We got people dying. Someone's on their roof. Let's have a look at that. So it's the blue and white Ascari Autosport driver. Oh, it gives the guy a header tap, and that unsettles the car into the barrier on its side. I'm not going to lie, that is so satisfying when the cars just move out the way for you. Doesn't happen often, and I often seem to get caught up in those kind of things, but when it works, it's very sweet. Heading down to turn 4 on the first lap. Oh, it was him that murdered everybody. Oh, that is just... It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's so easy to do. And I was trying to avoid saying his name, but he's actually gone and stuck it on his rear wing, so... Oh, that's a oversight in the livery. See it? Yeah, we've all been there. We've all done that. Get on the brakes. You can either lock up the fronts or spin the rear, but once it's too late, it's too late. You can't get out of that. And this is what I look like from my perspective. 1, 2, 3 freebies. And I can't quite get the overlap on this guy. So moving on to the second lap, and this is the freebie. Old mate head spins it. The guy next to me's blinking. I don't know what to... That is such a cool helmet design. Look at that! I just noticed that. Pirates Racing, and he's actually going to put a full skull on the helmet. That's pretty cool, actually. And here it is from my perspective. I go to the inside, think I'll just see if I can make the move work. Old mate's on the outside giving me space and blinking, and Pirate Boy, he's in the weeds. But instead of looking ahead, look behind. Look at this gaggle. I'm getting almost dive bombed into turn 1. I think he's going for it, so I lock the brakes. And yeah, in these cars, no ABS, no traction control. When you lock the brakes, it's so pathetic. But you can see he's got one hell of a run now on lap number 3, heading down towards the infamous turn 4. Goes for a move up the inside. You can see there. I give him plenty of space, and he just kind of washes out into me. And that gives me a tiny bit of damage, puts me alongside Brent. Who was that? Brent? I think that was Brent, actually, who caught it with me later in the race. Let's have another look at the first move. Did I turn in on him? I'm holding my line. No, he definitely washed out towards the apex. Because if you follow his trajectory, he's taking the corner. And I've got absolutely nowhere to go. He's running me off the track there, so that was a bit of an unfortunate contact. And then Max Eru livery. Oh, look how good that livery is. Bryce, cracking work. He pulls it up along the inside and, again, kind of washes out into me. I don't think I did anything wrong there, because I'm trying my hardest not to loop it, basically, by running out wide onto the curbs or wiggling around under the weight transfer, and just the smallest of contacts just sends these cars around. It's so unstable. And he just locks the brakes, comes to a dead halt, avoids going into the barriers, and is actually quite good at saving that from being a wreck. And then coming on to the start of lap 4, I'm under more pressure again. I'm just getting shuffled backwards. There's another one. The number 6 Porsche making his way through. That's nice. And again, old mate from the start of the race who tried to poke it up at turn 1. He's trying to poke it up at turn 1 again. Give it another lap and he's still there, coming on to the start of lap number 5 now. He's thinking about it, but he's a little bit too far back. He thinks about it into turn 4. I give him the space. He's still thinking about it, and that is what ghosts me out. I give him the space. I'm on the dirty stuff, and bam, into the barriers. And there's a little bit of tyre that sticks out there. Do you see that? Look, there's a tiny little bit of tyre that sticks out, and I just got caught on the front of it. Very lucky not to have big damage from that. And here's a slow-mo shot of it as well. You can see I'm already too late into the corner. You can see the slip angle's way too much for iRacing. It's going round. I've got full lock. I'm trying to give it the herbs. I've got big tyre tracks, and then it just snaps. And at this point, you just got to lock the brakes and hope for the best. So heading on to the start of lap 6, and I'm now going to be down in 14th position. And this is one hell of a send. Watch this. He comes from a mile back. But you know what, though? he makes it stick. And that's all you got to do in these things. If you can make it stick, if you've got the confidence in the brakes, you can pick up so much speed. And heading on to the start of lap 6, we've got yet another send. Guy in the shell livery going up the inside. I'm not good on the brakes in these things, even on the racing line with good grip and new tyres. So when you start moving offline, as you saw on turn 4 a few laps ago, the grip just goes away so quickly, and these things are so finely balanced that with only 1% grip loss, it just makes a huge difference. So we're now on lap number 11, and I've got the Max Eru liveried car behind me. I'm in 14th, he's in 15th. Quite persistent in trying to get his way past. Like, he wasn't being particularly aggressive, like he wasn't sending it and diving it and just trying to force the issue, but he was just putting the pressure on big time. But sometimes the pressure works the other way around, because here at turn 2, on the start of lap number 13, Ambition gets the advantage over Adhesion, and that's him. Spun. Lost about 10 seconds there. Now, after having a look through the replay to see how I got those freebies up to 11th in the last few laps, and also that pit lane wipeout, I wanted to show you this. Okay, so Mr. Pirate is in position 5. It is lap number 14, coming on to the start of lap 15, so not long left to go. Just watch this. He's down to 6th there, battling with Yellow Porsche. Yellow Porsche loses touch. And yeah, loss of grip wipes him out. He must have some damage on the front left. These people are all getting past him, and he turns hard right. What's that about? Yeah, watch this. He's on the apex, and he just turns hard right. Doesn't look like he's particularly lost the rear of the car, but wow. Okay. Boom. Wipeout. Crazy stuff. And there's a couple of freebies. But it's not over yet, because watch this. I'm getting around on the outside there. There's the distinctive yellow Los Pollos Hermano. Old mate who he just wiped out is coming into the pits, clearly on the brakes. He didn't even lift. Look. The guy is clearly coming into the pits there. He's turning left, sharp. He's on the brakes. Listen to the engine of this guy, Pirate Guy. He gets off it and then proceeds to accelerate directly into the back of him. That one is 100% an intentional wipeout. Do you think I should report that, guys? Or should I not get involved in other people's business? What's the etiquette on that in iRacing? Because that is as clear-cut as it gets. What do you think? But anyway, that's about it as far as the racing action goes. Couldn't quite catch up on the guy ahead for 10th, but 11th isn't bad. Considering I was car number 21 and the strength of field was so high, I'm quite interested to see how the results look now, so let's go and check those out. I thought it was. Another top split. I'm getting pretty tired of being put in the top split at the back. A lower split with a higher grid would be nice for once. But regardless, I still managed to get some decent iRating out of this. Plus 34 to be specific. And we're now at 1965, which is perilously close to 2000. If I keep this kind of performances up, I might actually get 2000 once. I've been tantalizingly close before, but it always tends to have a scruffy race after that. And this race wasn't exactly clean either. I mean, we had 7 incident points, so I lost 0.14 safety rating. So my safety rating, now that I'm an A-licensed driver, is dropping and dropping and dropping. So I think a few 0x races might be in order to get things back in the right direction, but iRating's going well. But to sum up the results, I was car number 21, started in 11th, finished in 11th, somehow. Got back to where we began the race, although we did get 7 instant points along the way. Not a bad race overall, but plenty of action. That was exciting. And I think I'm slowly getting there with this Porsche 911. Emphasis on the word slowly. It's going to take more than 2 races and more than a few hours of practice to get the hang of it. It's just a unique car. It's so finely poised that every input has such a big impact on how the car behaves and how the weight transfers. It really is a car that teaches you how to drive with everything under control, because there are far too many cars across sim racing where you can throw it into the corner, mash the pedals, and it'll be fine. Whereas this, you cannot do that. You have to be so precise. So I think with a bit more practice, I could probably get the hang of this. And if you guys want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed taking part in this race, don't forget to leave it a like and share your thoughts in the comments as well. Anyway, guys, you look after yourselves, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.